Sacramento spans more than 100 square miles and is made up of more than 1,800 miles of streets, 250 miles of bike lanes, 78 miles of trails, and 43,000 streetlights. But how did that infrastructure get here? Who maintains it? And how does the city decide what else gets built in the future? Funding for transportation projects almost exclusively come from state and federal grants, gas taxes, or countywide transportation sales taxes. Unfortunately, these funding sources cannot fund our transportation needs. Today, it is estimated that Sacramento needs about $5 billion, yes, that's billion with a B, to build all the transportation projects identified in plans created over the last 20 years. However, there's only about $42 million each year to make this happen. Now, if you're thinking the city has a lot of projects and not a lot of funding, you're right. It would take more than 100 years to build out what we currently have planned.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Donlin Wyatt. I am the City of Sacramento's Transportation Planning Manager. The Transportation Priorities Plan will help identify which transportation improvements the city should prioritize, and we're asking for your help. We'll work with you during 3 phases. In Phase 1, we'll ask you about your transportation values. Phase 2 will serve to make sure we heard your values right as we share a list of transportation investments. In Phase 3, we'll ask you to review and provide comments on the draft plan. For now, we're focusing on your transportation values, and we have some ideas about what you may think is important.
Here in Sacramento, over 50% of our greenhouse gas emissions are caused by gas-fueled vehicles. These greenhouse gas emissions have negative impacts that contribute to our poor air quality and to health conditions like asthma and allergies and heart and lung conditions. To focus and prioritize on cleaner air and better health outcomes, our city would prioritize transportation projects that encourage bicycling and walking, the use of public transit, and a shift to electric vehicles.
I think something that is important to me is getting from one place to another in Sacramento. Having complete sidewalks and connected bikeways is very important. Without these, it makes it very difficult to get to certain destinations. Young people like myself like the freedom to go ride their bike wherever they want to, but it can be difficult sometimes when there's not complete bikeways. I would also like to see an investment in safety. Protected bike lanes, crosswalks, and pedestrian signals are very important.
Until I retired, I rode my bicycle to work for many years and was able to do so because I had a safe way to get to work. I know that isn't true for everyone in the community. Prioritizing equity would mean improving transportation conditions in communities that may not have seen their share of investment historically, or those that lack basic infrastructure, or are low income and communities of color.
Prioritizing maintenance would mean fixing potholes, repaving streets, repaving walking and biking paths, and adding curb ramps. Here on Freeport Boulevard, it's a little bit inconsistent where we have some sidewalks, we have some bikes, we have no ADA curb outs. So prioritizing maintenance would help out, would go a long way. Prioritizing technology would mean upgrading traffic signals, improving traffic signal operations, adding pedestrian signals, and installing other technological equipment.
So what's missing from this list? We want to hear from you.
What is important to you?
Your values will help us prioritize transportation projects and help us decide what should get built sooner rather than later.
Let us know your thoughts. Then let some of your neighbors, family members, and friends in Sacramento know and encourage them to be part of this important plan. Thank you.